What do we do when our favorite writers and creators are, well, awful human beings? Try as we might to separate the author and the work, it's hard to want to support people whose personal ideas we find repellent, even if we love the fictional worlds they created. So should we never meet our heroes, or prepare for the possibility that our favorite authors might just be assholes? Why did people recoil so much when Ender's Game and Superman writer Orson Scott Card revealed his extreme homophobia? Or when we all found out that Anne Perry, author of many historical detective novels, had murdered her friend's mother? What about fantasy writer Marion Zimmer Bradley and her child sex abuse allegations? There are many people in the world whose views and actions don't coalesce with how most people feel. But why does it feel like such a betrayal when we find these things out about our writers and creators? When we enjoy a book or a movie or a television show, we form natural bonds to pieces of that story. The characters, the narrative, even plot devices, and just sometimes the right combination of those elements creates something even more powerful. A fan! Out of you! We want to know who is responsible, who is that kindred spirit who created something we love, and doesn't it feel great when we find out that person is a good person? Maybe that's why J.K. Rowling, who famously donates huge sums to children's charities and went out of her way to honor and help a young Harry Potter fan who was dying of leukemia, is still so beloved. We feel validated in relating to a good person's work because maybe in some small way it means we are good people. Or at the very least, we feel we have something of a friend, and that makes what they say and do something you would and should support. And what of the situation of Hideaki Anno, creator of the cultural phenomenon Neon Genesis Evangelion? He has gone out of his way to tell fans that he didn't have the master plan that they imagined he had, that every one of his characters is sick, which is very true, and that there is no meaning where fans found deep existential meaning. He seems to be very unhappy with the otaku commitment that surrounded the show, and Evangelion has pretty much become the centerpiece of the death of the author discussion. There's a fantastic Idea Channel video on this very topic. You should check it out. Link in the doobly-doo. Essentially, the argument sides with Roland Barthes, saying that the modern author is born with the text and is not able to transcend it, and he is not the subject of the work. What he has to say is, find your own answers and find your own meaning, which is coincidentally the major lesson of Evangelion. No one can tell you what something really means or why it was made besides you. And on that note, while we might put writers on pedestals for their ideas or condemn them for the very same, maybe we should knock all that off. Our own ideas are pretty damn important too.